it's Samantha. So today I'm coming to you with a review, and I rarely do reviews. I don't really know why, but like I never really take notes. I often write reviews and then I forget to film the video review, and then it's been too long and I forget everything that I want to say. Also, I find them kind of irritating for me personally because in review videos for some reason I can never articulate my feelings very well. But I'm gonna try and do more because like I really like to do them, but I just rarely do. Anyway, but enough prefacing. Today I'm going to be reviewing Landline by Rowell. I just finished this last night and I really enjoyed it. Landline is an adult novel, which is very different for me. As you know, I normally read YA, like pretty much exclusively, but I'm trying to branch out into more adult. Also, I love Rowell's books. I think she only has 2 adult books and now I've read both of them, and they read kind of like YA because she also writes YA, so like they're super quick and they're not like your typical adult book. I don't know, I really haven't read that much adult, but for me they're still fun and easy to read, whereas some of the adult books I read have not been so easy to read. I need to experiment more within the adult genre, but for me this was a very fun read and very easy to read. And if for some reason you don't know what this book is about, because this book did come out in 2013, so like you probably do. If not, this book is about this woman called Georgie, who is a TV writer, like a comedy TV writer, and she is married to her husband Neil, and they also have 2 kids. And this book actually takes place around Christmas time, which I did not know, otherwise I would have waited till like Christmas probably, although it didn't have that much of like a wintry feel to it until like towards the end, so like it was fine to read during summer. Basically, Georgie and Neil's marriage isn't what it used to be, and Georgie has the opportunity of a lifetime to finally get this show that she's been working on since college out there into the world, but they have to write a script by the 28th of December, so that means she has to stay in California and work with her partner on writing the script. But Neil still wants to go to Omaha to visit his family, which was the original plan of what they were going to do over Christmas. So Neil actually ends up going to Omaha with the kids and Georgie stays behind. But whilst Georgie's behind, she goes back to her mom's house and she finds a magic telephone where she can communicate with Neil from the past. And basically it just follows Georgie's life over the 5-day period that this book takes place during, I think 5 or 6, and her dealing with the potential breakdown of her marriage and her trying to fix it. It sounds like it's kind of going to be quite a sad book, and it does definitely have its like sadder moments because it's not completely like happy all the time, but I really enjoyed this book because it was told in multiple timelines, so we don't just have Georgie in the present dealing with the breakup of her marriage. We also follow her when she was at university and she was 22 and she first met Neil because they met in university. So I thought that was really great, especially because I'm only 19. So I really liked following like more of a new adult kind of character rather than just like a 37-year-old, which is what she is in the present day. I really enjoyed that we got to see them in university, and we also got to see their romance as it was beginning, which I loved because I thought that this whole book was just going to be like kind of like sadness of this relationship falling apart, but we actually got to see the relationship beginning, and I thought that that was really enjoyable. We also followed it just like throughout the years, like when they have their kids and stuff like that, and I just thought that it was really interesting and such a great way to learn about the history of these characters and how that related to the present day. So that's basically what this book is all about. In terms of the characters, I really liked them for the most part. I really liked Georgie. She was really impulsive and she just went after what she wanted, which I actually really liked to see in a character. I could see how she could be a little bit irritating, but she was also really funny and I enjoyed this impulsiveness within her. She also had a younger sister, Heather, who was literally like half her age and she was 18, but I really liked their dynamic because I think it would be really weird having a sibling who's so much older than you, but they actually had a really nice dynamic going on between them, and Heather was hilarious. In terms of Neil, I didn't love him. I thought he was a little bit annoying. He definitely wouldn't be someone who I would want to date, but I did really enjoy their romance and I thought that they balanced each other quite well, and I just thought that they were a really cute couple. Even though I didn't like him very much, I did still enjoy the story and I really enjoyed all the character dynamics in this book. In terms of the writing, Rowell has such a way with words. Her writing is just so quick to read and so easy, and I just love it. I tend to read about a page a minute typically, but it depends on the book. Sometimes it's longer than that, sometimes it's shorter, and in this book I probably read 2 pages a minute, something like that, so like double my normal reading speed. So it was such a quick read and really enjoyable. She's so good at writing dialogue, and also the humor in this book was really good too. I just really enjoyed it, and this makes me want to reread all of Rowell's books now. I do actually have Fangirl, which I'm planning on rereading very soon, so I will be getting that ASAP because I just love her writing style so much. I will say that there were 2 things that kind of irritated me about this book. One was that there was a joke about eating disorders, and I think it was kind of insensitive and just not great. I'll link my written review down below so you can go and check out like exactly what I mean. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but yeah, I just thought that that was kind of tasteless. There was also a joke about Asperger's, which I feel like some people would be offended by. I personally just acknowledged that it was just a joke and she didn't mean it seriously or in an offensive way, but I could understand why some people might be offended by that joke. So just be wary of that going in. And overall, I really enjoyed this book, but I only gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars because of what I just mentioned. Also, I thought that the plot was really predictable, but I find with a lot of contemporaries the plot is quite predictable, so like I know what I'm getting going in. So yeah, the plot was really predictable, and I literally knew from fairly early on how this book was going to end, and it did end that way, but I still really enjoyed it. So I ended up giving this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Also, I just want to quickly mention that there was a cameo of 2 characters from Fangirl in this book, and I didn't realize until I watched Christine from Paul Manaz Books book talk on it, and she mentioned that there was a cameo of 2 characters, and I was like, oh my god. I'm not going to say who though, because this is spoiler free, and I guess that would kind of spoil Fangirl a bit, but really enjoyed this book. Definitely would recommend it if you want something fluffy and light, but also a little bit darker, not 100% upbeat and happy all the time. I just really enjoyed it, surprisingly, considering the fact that it's an adult book about a 37-year-old who's having marriage troubles, and that does not relate to me whatsoever. Anyway, so those are all my thoughts on Landline by Rowell. If you've read Landline, please let me know your thoughts down below. Did you like it? Did you not? How did you find it? I want to chat to people. But that's going to be all for today's video, so I hope you liked it. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below, and you can also click that notification icon if you want to be notified whenever I post, because I know that YouTube can sometimes not be great about setting things to subscription feeds, so feel free to click that notification icon. I typically upload videos on Mondays and Fridays, but I'm kind of trying to post more often now that it's the summertime, so you may see me more often in your subscription feed. But that's going to be all, so I will see you very soon with another video. Bye!